Hi, it's me again. Coming to represent the 240 folks in West Side, Best Side. So I don't know when the item would be, and I was supposed to spend the afternoon with my son. I'm a full-time dad. Tomorrow it's picture day, so that's the only time of the year we can afford to bring him to the hairdresser. So I'm glad I had to listen about roof decks and no disputes between neighbors instead of that. But that tells you also it's very dear to my heart why these projects are very important. All of my friends, they have their kids in school, and they're able to have their grandparents not too far. My parents, they live 6,000 miles away, and there's no way I can bring them on the current city's rent. My mother is a retired teacher. My dad still works as a teacher, so there's no way they could afford on their teacher's pension, especially from Europe, the rents that you see here. So when I see projects like that, especially this one that will be, once again, like the previous DR you had in Sunset, multi-generational housing, you need to approve that. You need to approve that, and you need to approve more. Remember, the last 2 times I came, I was to remove 1 unit on the same block and a unit 2 blocks away. So -2, today +2. I think it's a no-brainer. But what I want to say, and we put that in the letter, not only the DR was filed a year ago, so you had a delay of 1 year for 2 units. It's not possible. It cannot continue. We cannot have these kinds of delay anymore. And the second thing I want to say, I often watch you on SFGov TV, and most of the time you talk about how much space we have just using the current zoning. Well, the current zoning here is 4 stories, 4 units. If you use OMSF, you can go 5, 6 stories, 10 units, 25, 30% of them affordable. If we have people next door every time selfishly saying, no, I don't want any new neighbors living near me because I won't see light. You know who doesn't see light? It's the technician, it's the janitors at my work who are commuting to Tracy, to Stockton, to Elk Grove every day. They don't see the sunlight. They don't even see their kids only on the weekends. So we don't want that anymore. So please approve that. Don't encourage people to request DR anymore, because it's only going to get worse, and we cannot afford that. I want to be able to live in this city. I want my children to be able to live in this city. But if we continue to delay housing, 2 units, 1 year, increase the cost of building those, then it's not going to be possible for me to stay here. I'm a renter on rent control. It's not going to be able for my children to live here. So please approve this, deny the DR. Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you. Any additional public comment in support of the project?